Hello there and welcome to the Drowsy Dragon. Today we're taking a look at all the patch 12.1 Midnight tier sets that will come from the new raid, the Venomous Abyss, in the Curse of ula'tek patch. Let's take a look at the sets for every class on all the difficulties, especially those mythic ones. Let me know which one you think is the best. So we begin with the warrior ones. Now, what you're going to find with a lot of these tier sets is obviously troll themed, and there's a lot of venom and serpent influence in these sets, so if you like trolls, you're going to absolutely love these sets. Some of them are a bit weird, like Mage and Paladin, but you'll see when we get there. So this is normal for the warrior one, so you can see you've got these like green and grey sort of tints, and that's the same for all the classes. This is the raid finder version, so go into the more like dark orange and chromy bronze kind of colour scheme. I do quite like this set, you know, very like warrior-ish as you would expect. We've got some fur going on, which is getting the sort of troll vibe in there. The helmet's kind of cool as well. Looks a bit Titan-like. Big spikes. Imagine these on an orc. Huge. Then we've got the heroic set, which goes for a blue colour scheme. Blue, sort of steel, grey kind of colour tones on there. And then the mythic set. So mythic, we're going sort of dark and red for all the classes in this, which is great for me because I love dark and red, especially black and red colour schemes. So very cool. You can see the bonus effects that they get, so they get the more glowy effects there on the shoulders, a little bit on the gloves there you can see coming off, and of course on the helmet. So pretty strong start for warriors, pun intended. This is the Midnight Season 2 Gladiator set for warriors. So red and orange, very fiery. And the elite set is more gold and blue, so big Alliance fanboys, you're going to love this. So this is the Paladin set. Now, you're going to notice that for this set, it kind of is a bit of an odd one out, because all the other classes have gone with this heavy sort of venomous style, the serpent style that you can see. This one doesn't look troll themed at all to me, so Paladins really are the odd ones out in this tier. So this is the LFR. We've got quite a cool helmet there. Reminds me a bit of like Diablo style, this armor set. Quite medieval. This is the normal version of the armor set, so again, very, very strong Paladin vibes, the golds, the reds, a bit Silver Moon influenced as well, so this is super cool. I do like these details of like the burning scrolls they've got on there. It's a bit like Arator, bit of a nod to Arator there. So yeah, pretty cool set so far. Now this is heroic, so you can see for the heroic version we've got the sort of serpent venom essence kind of coming in there, singed with green on the little scroll knots. This is quite cool. Does remind me a little bit of Legion, this as well. And then for the mythic version, this is damn nice. Like, look at that helmet. It's super cool. Burning with righteous fury. So the fire's all coming out. Makes a lot of sense now with the singed bit of parchment on the legs. Very cool set. I love that you've got the fire coming from inside the helmet as well. That's really nice. For the PvP versions, this is the Gladiator Season 2 set. Similar to the mythic one. Of course, you've got the same glowy effects. Slightly different colour scheme. And for elite, you've got purple and gold and whatever the blue that is. I mean, it's alright. It's definitely not for me, but I can imagine a lot of people being very happy with this. So that's Paladin for you. So next up we've got a Hunter. Now you can see, look at this helmet. If you wanted playable Sethrak, just be a Hunter and get this set, because that's probably as close as you're going to get right now. So heavy serpent vibe for Hunters, which it makes perfect sense, right? The set is called the Skulking Viper's Ambush. So it's actually quite nice for a Hunter set. Hunters typically get pretty rough tier sets, but this one's okay. I think people are still going to probably rip into this and call it some names, but not too bad. So this is normal. So again, you're getting those venom sort of colour schemes going on. A lot of tusks and bones and things like that. And scales. So quite a nice colour scheme there. And for heroic, we're going orange and more bluey green. What would you call this sort of... what's the word? Turquoise. That kind of colour maybe. It's alright. Proper like Predator kind of style going on. And for mythic, we go more black and red. I actually quite like this. You know, pretty cool with the shoulders. I do like the shoulders a lot. Again, those bad boys on an orc, they're going to be humongous. So that is the Hunter sets for the raid on the different difficulties. This is the PvP Gladiator colour scheme for Hunters. And for the elite one, we go all purple and red. Again, it's not something I would wear. I mean, I kind of like that they've been a bit bold with the colour schemes, like very bold, like that last pink one that we looked at. Would you wear this? Tell me in the comments. So rogues, I think rogues are going to be a bit sad this time. This is an odd set, isn't it? Now, if you're a troll rogue, absolutely brilliant. This is perfect for a troll rogue, but for anybody else, like, imagine a blood elf rogue or heavens forbid, a Tauren rogue trying to wear this. Oof. So we've got the mask, so it's very Shadowhunter vibe. So actually, for trolls, this is pretty perfect. This is the normal colour scheme, so again, we've got the greens coming in. I do like it. It's as a set itself, it's kind of cool, but it's very, very specific to me. You know, it's kind of niche. And then for heroic, we've got the blues. So again, you can see sort of bluey, purple vibes for all of the class heroic sets so far. Kind of nice. It almost looks a bit like Troll Heritage Armour, doesn't it? Or something like that. And for Mythic, again, going with the black and red. So this is, you know, I would wear this. I'd wear this one, but I'd have to be a Troll Rogue. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense. So there we go. Imagine like a Nightborn Rogue wearing this. Be very bizarre. That would be a very confused character. So PvP, this is Gladiator. It doesn't really look very grand, does it? And I know it's meant to be a rogue and they're meant to be sort of understated and stealthy and sneaky, but looks a little bit disappointing for a gladiator set, this one does. And then for elite, you've got the purple. So again, imagine a rogue trying to be stealthy and then it comes in wearing this. I mean, you're going to see him from a mile off, aren't you? So yeah, a little bit strange for the rogue set, this tier. So this is the Priest Raid Finder set. So we've got the faces. Priests do love a good face on the old shoulder, don't they? You've got the kind of expression going on this time. So not a bad set. Looks alright. It's a solid set of robes. Got this big disc. It's very much like those shadow graphs, isn't it? Now this is called the Cosmic Penitence Raiment. So it does remind me of the shadow graphs from the Void Storm, what they would use to control people. So kind of weird. For normal, we go more purple. Actually looks alright, doesn't it? Heroic, so this is very, very much leading into the Void kind of thing. That's, you know, super bold on the shoulders and helmet there. Not so much on the other pieces of the gear. Which again does make me think they're trying to go for that shadow graphed kind of vibe. Maybe something nodding towards Decimus as well. Maybe a subtle bit of foreshadowing for the future story. And for Mythic, I do like this colour scheme a lot. Again, very Silvermoon-like and very Priest-like. Look at the goddamn size of those blooming... these bits here on the arms. Those are absolutely huge. Like, how big are your forearms to fit in those? Yeah, not bad at all. It actually kind of looks like the face isn't even coming from the shoulders, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. We've got a bit of a bonus effect there. Oh, nice. Screaming out in pain. There we go. For Gladiator, we go even more heavily into the Void-inspired colour scheme. That face looks really pained, doesn't it? I do quite like it. It's a little bit, I wouldn't say unique because they've had faces before, but it's different. And for the Elite set, you've got this colour scheme here. So, again, very, very priestly. Reminds me of the Priest Order Hall a little bit. Yeah, unusual, different. It's okay. Now we've got Death Knight. I like this a lot. Look at those shoulders. So you've got like a fractured skull that kind of moves around, contained inside the shoulder piece. That's very cool. Really like that detail. The helmet's pretty nice as well. They've got like a wraith skull inside there, with the kind of front-facing tusks, like an Armoridon or whatever those beasts are called. This is the Raid Finder version. For normal, you've got the green colour scheme again with a bit of a bluey, more, you know, pale green kind of influence. Very good for an Unholy Death Knight. Like, I kind of wonder what we can use these shoulders for outside of this set as well to get like a really cool Unholy Death Knight mod going on. Colour schemes again being very fitting for the Blood Death Knight, well, Frost Death Knight and Unholy Death Knight schemes. So you got here, which would look quite nice as a Frost version, a Frost DK set. Do love that skull. Mythic again now, I would say red and black, but this is more pink. It's kind of on a more pink tint for me. Not sure if that's just my monitor, but yeah, not bad at all. Let's check the PvP ones out. Now this is actually really nice. This is the Gladiator set for for Death Knights. So again, a bit of a different colour scheme there. The skulls being slightly more of a natural skull colour, being a bit yellowed. And for Elite, again, this is a bit better with the red now. So this will be like, if you want to be like a pure Blood DK fanboy, this is the one that you would get. Now, I like this one a lot. This is probably my favourite tint from the Death Knight set. This is the Elite Gladiator one. Now we've got Shaman. So, for Shaman, I'm trying very hard to not say Shaman, because that's how I normally would say it. So, very cool shoulders. Now, these little snake boys appear to be here the whole time, so it doesn't seem to be an effect that just pops up every now and then. Because on both previews I can see this one here and the one I'm looking at the side, the snakes do not go away. So this is really cool, and this is Raid Finder, by the way, so you don't need the Mythic set. I wonder what the Mythic version is going to be of this. So this is normal, so we've got the green again, sort of green and purple vibes going on. The mask's quite cool, though it's not symmetrical as well. Because nature's not like that, is it? You know? Nature's wild. And this set kind of brings that in. The bottom half's very sort of just low-key, but it's made up for by these massive shoulders. Heroic, you've got blue. Now, this is funny because, obviously, sort of water and frost are sort of part of a shaman's toolkit. A shaman's toolkit, forgive me. But this is more like neither of those, like frost or water. I suppose you could say water. Looks a bit more like arcane energy, though, doesn't it, with the serpents? And for Mythic, we go full-on fire theme, so we got orange here. So not red and black, but more orangey. This is super cool. Like, those serpents look very nice. So you can see a bit more of an effect there on the shoulders for the serpents. Very good job, and like different with the mask as well. I like how they try to do different things, not just of like a chainmail helm kind of thing that's pretty typical for Shaman sets. Shaman sets! For PvP, we go all sort of dark and mysterious, so this reminds you of the Shah from Mr. Pandaria a little bit in the colour schemes that they're using there. But rather nice. Again, so this is the Gladiator PvP set. And for Elite, we go off the charts again with the pushing the boundaries of colours. We've got the pink and purple set for the Elite PvP Shaman set. Gloves are a bit funny, aren't they, with the little fingertip bits. Maybe it's for using his smartphone. Then we've got the Mage, so kind of like phoenixy, spiky, jagged edges on the shoulders. 3-tier pieces for the cloak. Well, 3 strands for the cloak. Again, massive sleeves. Like, what, the biceps on these guys, not the biceps, the forearms on these guys. Goodness me. It's okay. It's okay. Bit of a diadem sort of headpiece going on there. Then we've got normal, so we've got the blue colour scheme again for the normal Mage set. It's not bad. I do think Mage has kind of got one of the worst tier sets in the previous patch for the first season of Midnight, so this is definitely better than that. But it's not incredible. It's okay, though. Heroic, a little bit more turquoisey green colour scheme going on. Really not sure about this one. It looks a bit more icy now on the shoulders, but it's not buying me. And then we've got the red and black set for the Mythic one, so you can see slightly more pronounced effects on the shoulders and helmet there as well. Very Astalor inspired, this one, I think. So if you want to be Astalor's best bud, then this will be the set for you to kind of hang with your homie. Gladiator for the Mage set. Again, very odd. It kind of reminds me of Mr. Pandaria, the kind of monk chi effects on this, which is really odd for a mage. Not a fan of this colour scheme at all. And then this is the Elite PvP set for mages, so it's a very sort of arcane mage. I mean, the shoulders are obviously the best part about this. The robe's kind of nice as well, with its massive sleeves. But yeah, I'm not really sold on this mage set. What do you think? Now we've got Warlock, so this is the Raid Finder set for Warlock. The arms on this are very cool. It reminds me a little bit of one of the armor sets from, I think it was the War Within. It's kind of very similar to, I think it was the Tier 2 set from the War Within. So it's not bad, the kind of shackles there. It looks like we're the one that's being controlled, but we've broken out of our shackles, which is, you know, got that Warlock theme going on. Shackles all over the chest piece there and the robe. Not really as keen on the helmet. It's alright, but yeah. And then we've got the normal raid tier set, so again going back to the green colour scheme for normal. The arms are really cool on this, aren't they? I wonder if it's just the gloves that give that tier set piece, or if it's the chest as well. Can I confirm? It is just the gloves, so look at those gloves. Those are probably some of the best gloves that have ever been in the game. It's a bit like the Demon Hunter ones that give you the effect on your hands and feet as well, so that's very nice. Unfortunately, the boots are just normal boots. They're not too bad. For Heroic, we get the purple colour scheme. So again, not too bad. Very demonology sort of inspired colour scheme there. Again, gloves definitely the best part. And Mythic, so sort of dark reddies, slightly pink colour scheme on here. Again, those hands are just phenomenal. So cool. I wonder what the Elite PvP set's going to be like. This is Gladiator PvP set. So again, with that sort of strange greeny blue colour scheme. It's not too bad. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this helmet the more that I look at it. It's okay though. And the Elite set is purple. So I was really hoping for a really dark red and black one, but no, we get purple. It's okay, but it's not red and black, is it? Again, let us know what you think about these sets in the comments. Then we've got the Monk set, so should I say the Monkey set, because this is the Guile of the Monkey King. That's the name of this armor set. This is the Raid Finder set for monks. There's huge feathers on the helmet. This instantly reminds me of those Arboon mounts that we recently got that you could buy. So if you do have those and play a monk, you can live the full monkey dream by doing this. I mean, it works well as a monk set. It's very cool. I like the boots and things like that. You know, it's very fitting with the belts that monks like to have. It's alright. This is the normal set for monks. So again, so it reminds me of the Temple of the Jade Serpent versus Kung Fu Panda. But not too bad. Not a bad colour scheme. For Heroic, you get the blue and gold. Again, this is pretty cool. It would be quite nice changing that chest piece out for the ones that we got from the War Within, where you've got the tattoos over your chest. That would look really good with this. Let's see what the Mythic one's like. Yeah, so dark red, almost pink kind of glow on the shoulders there with the sort of lightning effects coming off. So, not bad at all, not a bad colour scheme. PvP Gladiator goes different to the others with a white kind of colour scheme here. So yeah, it looks quite good with the feathers there. It's quite nice those being white and the fur elements on the set. Not too bad. And for Elite we get this sort of purpley, light purple pink colour scheme. Definitely going a bit strange with the Elite PvP ones this time. Now we've got Druid, so this is Druid Raid Finder set. It's a little bit like the Malone armor set that we got from all back in like Classic way back when, but just obviously more HD and, you know, some effects added on, some physics there. It's not bad. Now, these little strands of hair, or whatever you want to call them, when you do this normally, they do jiggle around, so you've got some physics on the helmet there as well, which is kind of nice. For normal, we dip into that poison kind of venom colour scheme there on the shoulders, being dipped in, so it's like we've ripped some bark from a tree off the new isle that we're going to go and visit. It's okay, very, you know, strange helmet, sort of twisted and warped, rather than the traditional antlers. For Heroic, we go bluey, purpley, greeny. Again, it's very druidic. It's kind of nice. This is on a human, obviously, and we've got the chest piece there that's not quite covering the whole body, so that will, of course, be the same on other races. Could look quite good. And now Mythic, you get these huge feathers coming off the shoulders now and a bit more of an effect on the helmet, so this is alright. You know, I do main a Druid, Haranir currently, so this is going to look quite good on a Haranir Druid. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Then for the Druid Gladiator set, we get this kind of colour scheme. It's going kind of white and green again, isn't it? It does look nice with the antlers on the helmet, that kind of part. But it's okay. And for Elite, we could have had black and red, but instead we got humongous purple shoulders. So I know some people that will be happy with this. I definitely won't be wearing this. This is it. To me, this is not cool, but, you know, each to their own. It's a huge, massive pink bird. Now we've got Demon Hunters. This set's a bit odd, isn't it? This is the Raid Finder version. Like, what are these boots? I kind of get the impression they've been an adventurer. They've kind of borrowed some adventurer's gear and thought, actually, wait, I'm not just an adventurer, I'm a demon hunter, so I need to shove some kind of glowy horns in there. Like, look at the boots. The boots are just normal, standard-ass boots. But then it's like, nope, we'll just stick these things on the front because we're a demon hunter, you know? Oh, I found some bones. Put the bones on the belt. So, yeah, nice typical demon hunter torso bit there with the nipples hanging out. Shoulders, these to me look more like a normal hunter set, not a demon hunter set. But again, you could say that's a demon skull or something, so it works, but it's not great. Then we've got the normal colour scheme, so this is, you know, proper Demon Hunter. This is what you recognise when you see these kind of colour schemes. Green, gold, dark elements and red. Very Havoc-like, with fell energies there. But of course it's playing on Venom, so it's like a venomous demon. A demon that's dipped its toe in a pool of ula'tek's blood. And then, the heroic version for Demon Hunters, we go back to blue and silvery, purpley elements. It's not too bad. Let's see what Mythic's like. Alright, so bear in mind, this is PTR, okay? Look at the state of these shoulders. I don't think the skull on the shoulders is going to scream that much. But I'm going to have to do this. This is what it makes me think of. Yeah, that's all I'm going to see every time I see someone with these shoulders on. For Gladiator, we get the green again. So a different version of green with a bit more white in there this time. So a little bit less overstated. And for the Elite, you get the screamy shoulders again with the horns. This one's actually quite cool. You know, you don't normally get this kind of colour scheme for Demon Hunter armour sets. So, it's okay, but like the boots let it down, I think. Like from behind, like, this is the bit that you see most, right? So the boots from behind are a bit like, you can do better than that, you know? And finally, we've got Evokers. Now, Evokers always eat dirt a little bit, don't they, when it comes to tier sets? Like, you get a really nice tier set sometimes, but then you can't see the damn thing because you're always in Visage form. But that did change recently, didn't it? So, you know, some of your spells change you back into your Drakthir form, and then you can go back into your Visage form. So this is pretty nice, actually. This is the Raid Finder version. You got the rumbling rock elements on the shoulders, which is quite cool. I wonder how they change in the Mythic set. And you got these little dragons on the shoulders too. So as a set, again, it's not terrible. It's quite nice. Let's see what the rest of the colours look like. So for normal, you know, again, kind of like takes you back to Dragonflight, doesn't it? And Neltharion. It's very Neltharion styled. So you can actually get some similar looking shoulders from the Dragonflight Time Walking vendor as well. So I did preview those in a recent video that I made about all the Dragonflight Time Walking rewards. So yeah, these are Evoker specific, of course. Got some nice fire there rumbling in the belt. Then we've got Heroic, so going back to the blue and darker colour scheme for Heroic. Oh, I've just noticed that dragon's face in the cape as well. That's pretty nice. Nice little detail. It is funny though, isn't it? Think about it. If you had like a human, and they had like human skulls on their own shoulders and a human's face on the cape, that would be weird, right? Looking at you priests and paladins sometimes. But yeah, Evokers are like, yep, I'm a dragon, I've got dragons on my head, I've got extra horns, I've got extra dragons on the shoulders, I've got a dragon on my back just in case I forget who I am. Just all the dragons. Now for Mythic, I think we need to remember here as well, this is just PTR, so we might get some different sets effects on the shoulders and the helmet, because nothing's really changed here, has it? I would imagine maybe you get some more effects coming out of the shoulders there with the rumbling sort of rock elements. But yeah, this is the colour scheme for Mythic. Oh, there we go. There we go. They do. It's just a bit more understated than I thought it would be. So the rocks kind of boil out and kind of stick up for a bit. That's quite cool. That is quite cool. So yeah, we may get something added to the helmet as well in time. I'd imagine a bit more of a glow on the horns here to kind of emphasise those a bit more. For Gladiator, we get this really cool dark blue set. Now, I do like this a lot. You know, dragon of the sort of, what do they call it? What's the blue dragonflight? It's just a blue dragonflight, isn't it? There's no fancy name for it. But yeah, this is alright. I think the pink, maybe. The pink's perhaps a bit odd to keep with. Like the pink eyes. Like, I think white would have maybe been a bit better for this. Or, I don't know, black or something would have looked quite cool. But there we go. Not bad. And for Elite, you get the pink one as well. So, out of all the pink sets that we've had in this tier for the Elite ones, I think this is probably the better one that works the most. The Druid one was bonkers with those huge pink feathers. It was very sort of in your face. But this one's a bit cooler, you know. It's a bit more trendy, if you will, when it comes to its pinkness. But yeah, there we go. There's all the tier sets for this tier in 12.1. Do let us know what your favourite tier set is out of these ones, and which one you think is the worst in the comments below. Now, 12.1 is of course the first major patch for Midnight, so there's an absolute ton of content coming, so do be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up with that, because I will keep you updated on all the things that are coming, with all the little details, and we'll do a patch guide nearer the time, like a survival guide as well, so do subscribe for more WoW content from me here at the Drowsy Dragon. Big thank you to our channel members and Patreons for supporting the channel with their own money. Very much appreciate you doing that, guys. If you'd also like to do the same and join our members and patrons, you can find the links in the description below. Take care, guys. Stay tuned for more 12.1 content, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.